There is nothing I like to see more than a person who has found inner peace. Inner peace being synonymous with finding yourself. Finding yourself being synonymous with breaking out of the matrix. It's your boy Dame. Subscribe to Dame's World. Derrick Rose is tapped in. And the funny thing about it is when you have that keen eye, when you have that perspective to see outside of the construct and a distortion, it becomes real easy to see those who are no longer with the construct and the distortion. Derrick Rose is unplugged. Derrick Rose is free in a sense. We're all limited to our human bodies and the construct itself. But when you know you're not the construct, when you know you are stronger than the construct, your energy more powerful than the construct could ever create, in a sense, you are liberated to the maximum extent in which a human can be liberated. This is Derrick Rose's post on Facebook talking about the Matrix. And I want to make a disclaimer because a lot of people ridicule Derrick Rose for being uneducated. We hear about the Memphis, somebody took his SATs. Well, let me give you a spill on this. There's a difference between being uneducated and stupid or dumb. Derrick Rose may have been focused on basketball his whole life and not have cared about education. Most of us African Americans in America, black folks in America are constructed to not value education as much and constructed to value sports. So maybe Derrick Rose grew up in that regard to where reading and writing wasn't his cup of tea. He got a lot of ridicule, even from myself, admittingly, of his reading and writing in his interviews. But that does not show intellectual capacity. That does not show his genius and that does not show his essence. That shows his environment in which he was brought up in that told him maybe reading and writing wasn't that important. Welcome to the world of Black America. But looking at this now, I can see the essence in Rose and the genius in Rose. And the part about Rose that makes us connected. Let's read what he says. So you still hooked up to the Matrix, huh? Shorty, sometimes you have to disconnect. You have to see what's going on. You pray, but can't sit still to receive that call, omen back. Omen, a good deed, or a, a sign in life. So when you pray, metaphorically, is to receive something. For me, prayer is a metaphor for karma. So when you give out a certain energy, just wait for it to come back. What goes around comes around. It's the law of attraction. But he's saying some people pray, maybe tangibly, literally praying to somebody, but can't sit still to receive the cycle of karma back. So they're not trusting in the energy, the essence. They're still bound to the matrix. So their prayers go unanswered, or they don't see their prayers. Like he says, you have to see what's going on. When you know you live in a matrix, it's easy to see the matrix. When you don't know you live in a matrix, how the fuck you gonna see it? It's just reality. Everything that goes on to you is reality if it's not the matrix. Derrick Rose is tapped in because he knows he's in the matrix. You still hooked up to the matrix. Sometimes you gotta disconnect. In the matrix, they unplugged literally. And that's when they finally got a taste of reality. You have to see what's going on. It enhances your perspective. You pray but can't sit still to receive that omen. You ain't doing you ain't treating the law of nature right. Avert from the show. This is a show. This is an act. This is entertainment. Oh, excuse me. Laptop went dark. Okay. Avert from the show. It's a war going on, And what they want is for you to feel no self-worth. Like I said in many of my videos, we're constructed to feel like we're not worthy and dependent on the construct and the system to survive. We use the construct for fulfillment because they prey on our insecurities and make us feel unworthy. Male, female, black, white, no matter who you are. They want you to be lazy. Think about how lazy we are as a society. Go to work, that's it. That's all we're capable of doing. So tired so quickly. Don't have no energy. Why do they want you to be lazy? Because they want your soul. If they control your energy, if you're lazy for everything outside of the construct, you're only putting your energy into things within the construct, working for the man, working for the people. You ain't lazy up until, you lazy all up until you gotta go to work. They got your soul at that point. Life is about rhythm, order, and balance. He's talking to you niggas. Life exists with or without you. There's a cosmic order to this shit. There's a flow. Going against the grain is called forcing it. We don't force things in this life. That's not the natural order. When you force shit, shit usually goes wrong. Go with the flow. Life is about rhythm, order, and balance. Don't be a part of that 85%. So he's saying that most motherfuckers are into the matrix, out of rhythm, out of order, and imbalanced. I concur. All the answers are within you. Oh my God, he talking to you niggas. All the answers are within you. This is for my materialists, my cognitive beings out there who don't think that they're intangible or don't think that they have an essence or don't think that they're tapped in. You had something before you ever learned anything. You had something before you ever learned anything. Think about babies and kids. Happiness, vibrant, loving, caring. They're showing you the essence of what it means to exist and live, as do animals, as do plants. Humans are the only ones who get detracted from their own fucking self and into the matrix willingly. When you find the answers within you, when you find who you are, this becomes a fucking game to play. Notice Derrick Rose in the last few years, always smiling, always happy, never down when he plays basketball. You can tell. When you tapped in, you can tell when a nigga's playing with a different energy, a sense of liberation. He ain't got nothing to prove to niggas. When he first came back from the ACL injury, he was playing with something to prove, being deliberately forceful, fast, trying to show niggas he's the old Derrick Rose. Somewhere along the lines, he tapped the fuck in and stopped playing for people, stopped playing for the construct, stopped listening to the matrix, and started living for self in his journey, doing what he loved as a hooper. All the answers are within you. Peace and love, kings and queens. Shout out to Derrick Rose, man. I love this nigga, man. And I love all life. Before you niggas, oh man, you love another man. Yeah, nigga, I love. I am a love-ing motherfucker. I am made up of love. If there's ever an ounce of hate in me, I gotta go back to the drawing board and figure that shit out because I'm made up of love. All I could do is love. But I love this nigga and his energy, bruh. And I always knew it. And he tapped the fuck in. It's your boy Dame, man. Listen, some of these people are giving us the omens for us to receive and hopefully change our direction and change our path for the better. Are you confined to the matrix? Are you bound to the construct? Have you ever disconnected? Derrick Rose, it's your boy Dame.